Hey there, YouTube. Welcome back to Busmaster99. And before I begin this review, I just want to give a shout out to Andrew Sofiakis, who is a salesman at Mercedes-Benz of St. Charles. Here's his business card. And today, I proudly present a full in-depth review of the all-new 2020 Mercedes-Benz GLE350. Press once to turn on the accessory mode. Again to turn on the ignition. And to start, press the brake and then press the button. The GLE has adopted the gesture controls first introduced in the 2017 Mercedes E-Class. The assistance graphic. And if you swipe down, you can see different aspects. You can also turn on your full screen display. Navigation. You can change your screen designs. You do have classic mode. Then you have sport, which is what it was set to. Then you have progressive. I really like the progressive mode. Then there's one more mode, and it is called Understated. And this basically gives you a classic E-Class sort of display where you have a speedometer on the left and a clock on the right. It's very minimalistic. I prefer to just have it in progressive mode. You also do have standard displays. And in the progressive mode, the RPMs are displayed as a number. So here's your odometer, fuel consumption, distance from start, distance from reset. You can also change what you see on the right screen, the right side of the screen. Like, for example, you could be looking at navigation and also be looking at your odometer. But most people are going to just look at the tachometer. You also do have your radio and media modes, as well as your service info. You can check your coolant, your engine oil level, this does take a while. So I'm going to move down to the center console. We have the dynamic select. So we have Eco, Comfort, Sport, and then down below is individual, off-road. You can also opt for an off-road plus mode. Let's configure individual. You can select between comfort, sport, and economy. You can select between a comfort and sporty feeling for the steering wheel. You can also select how you want your traction control. Now, one thing I've noticed is there is no manual selection, even though you do have paddle shifters. In other Mercedes vehicles, I've seen individual configurations available where you can program the drive setting to be manual, and in that mode you have to use the paddle shifters whenever you select individual mode. In the quick access settings, you do have the manual drive mode. I'm going to just switch this back to comfort. That explains why it's not selectable in individual. It's because the button for that is actually integrated into the system instead of being a physical button that you'd find in the center console. Parking cameras. You can scroll down to change your views. You can turn the traction control off. You can turn the Parktronic on and off, as well as the active lane keeping assist, all within this quick access menu. You can also turn on or off the downhill aid. You can set the camera settings. You can open the camera cover on demand. Active braking assist. You can set it to be early, medium, late, or turn it completely off. You do have a blind spot assistant. You can turn it off if you don't want the red lights illuminating at the sides. You can also turn on or off the attention assist and set the sensitivity. You can also suggest a rest area. This also does have a 4G hotspot, I'd like to point out. You can turn on or off the warning for active lane keeping assist. Vehicle settings. We've been through the dynamic select with the individual mode. Automatic seatbelt adjustment, or seat adjustment. You can set the seat positioning. You can also program it to be the steering wheel and the seat that adjust, or just the steering wheel, or nothing at all. You must switch off the engine to activate standby mode. Automatic seatbelt adjustment, acoustic lock, automatic mirror folding, automatic door lock, fuel station search. Light settings, you can change the color of the ambient lighting. It's kind of hard to see because it's daytime. You can turn multicolor off and have a custom color instead. Like for instance, you can set it to be green. You can kind of see it. Or light blue, for example. That's one of my favorite colors. Multicolor animation. And also the welcome lighting. You can also set the brightness. You also do have seat comfort. Basically a seat massaging system. You can turn on and off the daytime running lights. Though a quicker way to do this is to turn the light switch all the way over to the left. That turns off all the exterior lighting, because the daytime running lights will only work in the automatic setting. You can turn on and off the locator lighting if equipped. Exterior light delay switched off. So when this is on, if your headlights are in auto or on, and then you leave your vehicle, the lights will stay on for a specified amount of time, and if you have this turned off, they will not be on when you exit the vehicle. You can also turn on and off the automatic interior light switch off. You can also set the designs for both the right and left screens in this menu. So there's more than one way to do it. And you can have the ambient lighting adjust to the drive mode you're in. You can turn the display brightness up or down. Maximum brightness. You can also turn this display off, and then just push any button to turn it back on. You can also engage the day or night design on demand, or have it be automatic, which is the default setting. Alright, now for the transmission. So the transmission is a 9G Tronic automatic transmission controlled through this lever here. Press on the brake and pull the stock all the way down for drive. The parking brake will automatically release. Notice the hold is on, so you have to press the brake all the way to the floor with your foot already on the brake to activate brake hold. Up half a click for neutral. All the way up for reverse. You also do have a backup camera as standard with guidance lines as you turn the steering wheel. To go to neutral from reverse, you just click half a click down, and then park is the button on the end. You also do have fuel consumption info back to this screen. Cruise control is on the steering wheel. And this turns the adaptive cruise control system on or off. Cruise control is always armed, so you don't have to worry about a master cruise control switch that you need to push before you activate the cruise control. But it's down one click for a 1 mile an hour decrease, all the way for a 5-mile-an-hour decrease, and vice versa for going faster. Cancel cruise, resume previously selected speed. Here are the paddle shifters, as I was talking about earlier. The parking brake switch is no longer underneath the headlight switch. It is to the left of the headlight switch instead. All right, let's go ahead and turn on the headlights. We're going to turn on the rear fog lights along with the hazards. Now let's go ahead and see how that looks outside. Standard equipment is LED headlights, and you can opt for the multi-beam LED headlights. This does have radar-guided cruise control like I talked about earlier. Now, something new for the GLE is they've downsized to a 4-cylinder, so this is the same engine you'd find in the new C-Class and soon to be the new GLC class. Maximum power output is 255 horsepower. It's a 2-liter turbocharged inline 4. LED side turn signal mirrors. And this is where diesel exhaust fluid would go if it was a diesel. But Mercedes doesn't sell diesels in the US apart from the Sprinter. Here's the rear fog light. You can see the backup camera, it just folded away. All right, trunk space. Fuse panel. Hang on just a second. All right, so there's that. I didn't really know what was behind there. I'm going to close the hood. Here are the climate controls, and the button for the menu is right here. You can adjust the temperatures of each side individually, or you can have it be synchronized. It also does come with automatic climate control, as you would expect. You can turn the climate system completely off. You also do have the automatic shortcut down here. The vents are new. All right, and the controls on the right. So this gesture control right here will control the right screen if you didn't want to use the pad in the center. But one thing that I've noticed is this right here. It looks like a gear shifter straight out of an AMG GT or something, but it's not. It does nothing. So it's just an arm or hand rest. There's the cup holders. And they are heated and cooled. You also do have wireless charging and USB inputs. Glove box, another USB input, and a USB cable. And then this glove box over here decent amount of storage. And then here's the car settings shortcut button. And that's where you get to your quick access. Favorites. You can set up your favorites. Telephone shortcut. You can connect your Bluetooth. You also do have the phone settings, so you can import and delete contacts without touching your phone. The radio. It's got Sirius XM, as you would expect. Navigation. All right. Hey Mercedes.
How can I help you?
Take me to Boston Market.
Please select an entry.
Cancel. I just demonstrated the new Mercedes voice control. It's a lot like Amazon Alexa or Siri on an iPhone, or the OK Google Assistant on Android phones. All right, and then this control here is for the radio. So you can mute it by pushing it in. Then you have the volume. You can adjust it up or down. I believe if you push and hold, that turns the radio off. Yep. Then to turn it back on, just press the radio/media button. All right. You also do have rest mode. So if the car has been running and you need air conditioning and you want the engine off, all you have to do is turn the engine off, push the rest mode, and the AC will run for 10 minutes. All right. Over here, you have the window controls. All four of them are fully automatic, as you would expect. This button here folds in the mirrors. Then you have buttons to adjust the left and right mirrors. Lock and unlock. 3-person memory. Seat controls. Heated seats are standard. You can opt for a heated steering wheel. However, the tilt and telescope control is right back here. This does have automatic wipers. And then, see, the controls for the rear wipers are as follows. That's to turn it on and off. You can also spray the rear wipers. To spray the front wipers, just push this in all the way. It's like a camera flash or camera button. Push once to focus and then push all the way to take a picture. Has the Burmester audio system. All right, I think that wraps up this tour of the 2020 Mercedes-Benz GLE350.
What can I do for you?
Cancel. That was the Mercedes me chiming in. So, hope you enjoyed this tour. If you did, smash that thumbs up in the face. Subscribe if you're new. Turn on post notifications. Do what you do best. And peace out until next time.